Good afternoon and welcome from Chow Bandu Market in Ho Chi Minh City on Wednesday, the 11th of March 2026. So I've just been to a big second-hand rag market, doing a bit of vintage clothes shopping, and this is sort of on the outskirts of the market. So if you are interested in vintage clothes, there is still quite a large rag section available. Some of the products are pretty good, and most of the shops sort of specialise in their own little sort of niche. So, you know, you've got the standard sort of football shirt shops. There's a couple of band and music t-shirt shops, and the prices are pretty good. And a lot of them are kilo shops, so you pay per kilo. I've just picked up quite a few nice items for very, very, very reasonable prices. So if you are interested, take a look. The market itself is pretty chaotic. You've got to have your wits about you, even within the market itself. The alleyways inside are like a main road. There's sort of motorcycles flying up at 30 mile an hour. And check out all these shellfish. So this is my second day here as well, and I got here yesterday afternoon. I didn't do much, to be honest, for the first evening. I just went out, had a couple of beers. It's the first time I've been to Ho Chi Minh, or Saigon as it was formerly known as. And I've got to be honest, I'm loving it. This part of the city is very different from the centre. The centre of town is a really nice mix of modern and old. A lot of French colonial buildings still about. Sort of the huge amounts of space in the centre is very Parisian. But once you get away from the touristy areas, it's pretty interesting. How people get about on the roads and there's not just constant accidents. I'm pretty amazed. Hello. And everybody's pretty friendly. I'm finding it hard, to be honest, with the language. After living in Thailand now for a couple of years and been travelling there quite a lot, you know, you obviously pick up and understand quite a bit, and you get used to hearing conversation when you're walking about. But when I'm here, you know, I understand absolutely zero, so that's quite hard. But everybody's pretty friendly and easy to help out. You can approach just random people, and if you show them a photograph of what you're looking for, they'll normally give you a rough idea. Like I say though, you've got to literally constantly be turning around when you're walking, or you're going to be in the path of a motorcycle. nice selection of fresh fish. I've driven pretty much all over the world really, I suppose, from east to west. But I think I'd probably give Ho Chi Minh a miss. I suppose once you get used to the organised chaos, it's not too bad. But I don't think on a long weekend away I'll be braving these roads. The sort of 80s architecture is pretty funny as well. You sort of get these really thin, tall buildings that are standing on their own. Right, let's try and brave crossing a road. So this is one of the older areas of town, but when you're in the sort of modern areas and the new developed modern suburbs, I can really tell why a lot of expats and a lot of young online workers are sort of moving to Vietnam. Price wise, it's unbelievably cheap. I got a really nice little independent hotel for £25 a night. Well, it was 1,000 baht. So it's very, very reasonable, and I'm right in the sort of right in the heart of the best part of town, to be honest. Yeah, I'd nearly got run over there. We'll head back, I think I'll head back towards the market. There's not that much going on along this way. So yeah, so for £25, what's that, €30, $30-ish, you can get a nice room. It is midweek, and it is a Wednesday. I'm not sure if the prices go up much on a weekend. Food, you know, a couple of dollars per meal. I was just in it was a nice rooftop bar actually. I was in a rooftop bar yesterday with an absolutely outstanding view, and it was equivalent to $1.50 for a 330ml beer. So it's very reasonable. I presume, you know, there's places where you can pay Western prices, you know, in exclusive places, but the place where I was at was it was, like I say, really nice, good location, and well priced. Right, I think I'll call it a day there. Keep an eye on my vids. I'm going to do a couple while I'm here. If you got all the way to the end and enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. Any questions, just leave them below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Cheers.